Hi, I'm Tammy Barton, founder and director of MyBudget. Now we all know that tax time can be a bit of a drag, but it doesn't have to be. Once you know what you can claim and how to maximise your refund, it can all be a little bit easier. But before we get started, I wanted to make it clear. At MyBudget, we don't actually do tax returns, but we do have all the facts straight from the ATO on what you can claim at this tax time so that you can feel confident when it comes to your deductions. So let's start with the basics. Know what you can claim by following these 3 rules. The expense must relate to how you earn your income, you need to have paid for it yourself, and you need receipts. Some of the most common work-related expenses include travel-related expenses, work from home costs, uniforms, tools, and even donations. But the ATO is watching, so records do matter. The easiest way to track your work from home hours, for example, is to put them in your calendar, and most of us have a calendar on our phone these days. If you've bought a laptop, keep the receipt. And if you're using your car for work visits, use the cents per kilometre method, or you will need a logbook, which can be a little bit of a pain, but you will need one. And there are actually some great apps out there that make it easy for you to track your kilometres and your trips. Now let's unpack depreciation. Did you know that not all expenses can be claimed all at once? So if your work-related item is under $300, like a headset or a keyboard or a backpack, you can usually claim the full amount in the same financial year. But if it costs more than $300, like a laptop or tools, or even an expensive work bag, you'll need to claim it over the life of the item, and that's called depreciation. That's why it's important to keep your receipts and note what percentage of its use is used for work. So when you're in doubt, ask your tax agent or even check out the ATO's website, because that is very good. Now, if you're using something for both work and personal life, like your phone or your laptop, you can only claim the portion you actually use for work. So if that's 50%, then that's the amount that you can claim. And that also goes for Adam and his camera.
I do a lot of content creation for MyBudget, so I use my camera for both home and work. Realistically, only 20% of its use is for MyBudget videos, so I can only claim back 20% of its value depreciated over time. Important thing to remember is that you can only start depreciating an asset from the day you bought it. So if you buy something at the start of January, you can only claim back 6 months of depreciation for it when you do your tax that year. Next year, you can claim the full year. To see how many years you can claim depreciation of something for, check out the ATO's guidelines. The other bonus tip is you may want to use the diminishing value method to claim more early on and less later, because it assumes an item loses more of its value early just after you've bought it. Otherwise, use the prime cost method, where your rate of depreciation stays the same with the item depreciating uniformly over its effective life.
Unfortunately, you can't claim things like your daily commute or your gym shoes or childcare. These are all examples of things that are not tax deductible. What about a designer handbag, you might think? Well, unless it's to carry work items and the cost isn't excessive, it won't pass. So go over the top with a claim, and the ATO might dig deeper, so you don't really want to be doing that. You'll need to prove that whatever that item is was genuinely required for your job. Now the big question, and this is one we get asked quite a bit from our clients, what should you do with your tax refund? Well, it's a great opportunity to pay down debt, of course, also add it to your savings, or even top up your super, or make an extra repayment or 2 on your mortgage. Even small wins now can help you reach your financial goals faster. At MyBudget, we help you to get your whole financial life sorted. So when tax time comes, there's no panic. Your bills are paid, your records are ready, and your refund will have more impact on your life. I always say to our clients, treat your tax refund like a bonus. It really is bonus money. Don't budget for it. So then when it lands, you can use that lump sum to really set yourself up for lasting financial success. So honestly, what is stopping you joining the 130,000 Australians who have discovered how MyBudget can change their lives? So book your free call today and start living your life free from money worries.